from unjust bondage. Bondage to nothing, ignorance. And it's not only us who stands ready on your behalf. Your divinity stands ready. The greater ignored part of yourself that you're not accessing because you want to have your private, personal sense of things. It is constantly gnawing, you might say, at the walls you have put up to keep it outside, to keep that part of yourself outside. And it stands ready to serve you in coming back into your right mind. And it's called the Holy Spirit. So there's all of the brotherhood, and there's the disowned, ignored part of yourself that stands ready and even insistent upon penetrating the walls you have built, even though it can't enter without your permission. And so when I'm talking about turning toward the place of excellence in you, or turning toward the altar, I'm talking to you about your taking a step that breaks your isolation, where you're at a point that you're not saying, I'd rather do it myself. A point where you're saying, help, which is an invitation for a wisdom beyond the one you've created for yourself or imagined for yourself, can register with you. And it's ultimately all the rest of you that you have been ignoring, and in the all the rest of you that you let in comes the translation of your world into the kingdom of heaven that it's been all along, and the transformation of your mind by the rest of your capital M mind, which means the direct experience of God with no separation between you and God. The return of sanity. You're not really ill. You're not really insane. You're all pretending insanity. That's the best way I can put it, that will help you not feel overwhelmed by the idea that there must really be something wrong with you, that you're not seeing the kingdom of heaven if it's truly the only thing in your face, or reality with a capital R. It's as though you have a fascination with pretending to be insane, so as to see what it feels like to escape responsibility to the whole and feel responsibility toward the other members of the group with whom you have mutually agreed upon definitions, and the struggle of every member of the group trying to get the rest of the group to see things its way, or his way. You're fascinated with the freedom to be separate and then struggle to come together in unity. You see what I'm saying? And it's like a video game you just can't put down. You wouldn't be listening to what I'm saying today if the game wasn't getting old and losing its fascination for you. And something in you is remembering that there was something better to do than this, but it's been so long you can't quite remember what it was. You know what? As a group here, who's losing the enchantment of the game of being separate, you can't even join together to come home as separate individualities. You can't even join together with some new, mutually agreed upon spiritual definitions to come home. Because it's an inside job that each one of you does individually. But you know what you can do as a group is that as you have this inner experience and you give voice to it and you share with each other, you can be an inspiration to each other to do this inner work with even more commitment. And the light, the illumination, the clarity, the meaningfulness that will come forth from you as a result of your individually turning to that place of excellence in yourself and letting your expression be excellent will, as I said earlier about Paul, cause you to experience your oneness, but not as a unification of separate parts that have somehow come together. It's the original oneness, where you recognize each other because you find yourself in them, and they find themselves in you. And there's no sense of distance. And you enjoy embodying excellence. And God is glorified. God is embodied as everyone's conscious experience, instead of as right now where God is embodied, but nobody's noticing. They look at God and say, "What a bitch." Boy, are you difficult to get along with. Hey, why don't you get your act together, lady? You see? You're getting it. I love you. Love yourselves and love each other. And remember, don't do it willy-nilly. Go to the place of excellence in you first, so that loving each other arises from your caring enough to embody what is excellent, truly excellent. With no inclination to add some little personal touch to it, so as to be able to get a little bit of personal satisfaction out of your good deed. As always, I have enjoyed being with you. And as always, I remind you that I want you to be aware that I'm with you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, directly, and I stand at your service. And your divinity stands at your service, and the Father stands at your service. And all you have to do is become weak in your resolve to handle everything yourself. Okay.
Thank you.